Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everyone doing? Mm, little, still a little sick. Probably not going to be a long live stream. Hey, let's see who was here. Joe was in early. Glad to see you, Joe. Andy's here. Well, Sir Stephen, Casper, how you doing? Joe, thanks. I did it like last night. I haven't been. I'll go over it in a minute. I haven't been. I don't know. I haven't been feeling all that great. My wife's going back and forth with me to go to the doctor, but I don't know. I got to see. Felt better yesterday or in the late afternoon, and I feel okay. I got to see how today goes, and if it doesn't go that great, I probably will go to the doctor. And Steven saying hello to everyone. Tommy J, how you doing, brother? Um, and Scott, how you doing? And I know Scott just had mentioned on that too. I haven't went over any of the comments for probably the past week, so I'm going to try to do that when I get off today, and answer them because I like to answer all the stuff that I get. Um, hey Daniel, how you doing? How are you? Uh, yeah, I don't know. Just feeling like crap. I think what the deal is, what I know it is, what I think it is. It's a little bit with breathing. It's not like it's nasty, but it just won't. It's been persistent since I got back, and I just ate crap last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, until I got back home. And I'm talking crap like Burger King, McDonald's. I don't know. Does this thing sound okay? Somebody let me know. Testing. Anyway. Um, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Loaded up on salt. Probably got some extra fluid around my lungs. But, with the pneumonia shit, I probably shouldn't. I probably should take it a little bit more seriously. It's like it wants to go away, and then so I probably maybe ought to go maybe tonight or tomorrow morning, and at least have them look at me and give me a shot or something if they have to. But we'll see what happens. Otherwise, like I said, I didn't do part 7 until pretty much last night, and I'm going to try to do. I think there's going to be a couple more. I don't know if people want to hear any more, but I think I'll do one or two. Yeah, I hear that. Thank you. Hey, how are you? And you were who? Welcome. Anyway, yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm stubborn. Sometimes I make my. I'm awful stupid, but it's not like attacks I've had in the past where I couldn't breathe. You know, I can breathe, but when I'm like in bed and I lay on my side a certain way, it's harder to breathe, and maybe I got to sit up and stuff. But it got better, and then I don't know. It's kind of hovering. But you're absolutely right. I'm just a stubborn bastard sometimes. Um, you got a what? Last 3 days? Oh, you only got 3 days left. Cool. Yeah, I think some people like them, Joe. I like getting them because hopefully I can reach some people. That with the significant other deal. Whether if you lose somebody, you don't have to you know stay at your home and die. Especially in the states, like I said, you got a lot of opportunities here. There's a lot more countries here that I'm hearing about that would be options. I guess Vietnam would probably be one of them, but with my friends and everything that were in the service, um, and everything that I experienced back in the late '60s and early '70s. I just got a bad taste in my mouth with Vietnam. I'm going to go there and check it out, but there's some other places that people have been bringing up. So Thailand is it kind of hit me because it's got everything I want. If the dollar, is a problem, then maybe there's a couple of places, but I'm obviously gotta love Thailand, right? So I'm a Thailand thing, and I believe it was you, Jay. that was asking. A couple of people have. I still have that hat. A few of my friends, maybe about 10 or 12 of them were Marine Corps and in the war in Vietnam, and they gave me stuff, and I wear it periodically, basically to honor them. Good bunch of guys. A few of them have passed, but that's why no, I wasn't I wasn't in the Marine Corps, but and nor have I ever said that I was. But anyway, I enjoy wearing it, and I feel that it honors them as it should honor anybody out there too. Was Lewis? Hey, Lewis, how are you? Saying happy birthday because it was when was it? When was your birthday, Tommy? Hey, Tip, how are you? Tommy has a say happy birthday. I think it was close. If it's not already, it was yesterday, or if it's not, it's tomorrow. Or anyway, it's right around there. And I saw that I watched that. What is it? Travel something 69. He got kind of hurt, I guess, right? And I watched him. I watched him yesterday, and he it's I don't know. I think Cabo. I think you know the guy, and Tommy might too. I don't know. Hey Ryan, how you doing, brother? Um, hey Ron, how you doing? Uh, but I mean, it sounds freaking serious, and this guy's talking about, I don't know if he has any money. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. But he said that he had. I asked him the question. I put one in there, but he didn't answer me. I said, "You." I caught this midstream. You said you have insurance, but you're talking about trying to get them to get you fit to fly so you can get out and go back to Canada. And it sounded like then as I heard him talk more, the guy was saying, yeah, it's his pickle. His deal was black as this. He said, and just starting to get some color, and how the doctor's saying, well, as soon as you get off the plane, you're going to have to go to the emergency. By then, it's going to be an emergency, and I don't know why the guy's screwing around with it. I said that I had been in Thai, and he said he had gotten good care so far. That I had been in for 3 months, and couldn't have got better care anywhere in the world. I wouldn't do it, but I guess to each their own. Maybe you guys know him. Something Fun City 69 or something, or Tommy probably knows. And I did say hi, didn't I? Didn't I, Ryan? And I got a shirt for you too. I should have probably left it with Mitch, huh? Now I'll get it back. I got to send some. I got to do it today too. And Bobby's going back, and I want him to take like Randy's shirt if he would. I'm sure he will. I haven't hit him up. I think he's here in Surin, so I gotta meet up with those guys, him and Andrew. That one, Rob's, and I think Randy, Rob's, and one other person taking it. So we'll see. Yeah, it was the best that they had. Tip. I had no way of checking out the material, but my wife said they've got 5 grades of material. Which one do you want? They're in Bangkok or something. How do I know? Give me the best ones. And like I said, the shirts were very reasonable. Or I thought anyway. 100 and what did I say? The average one, I had 61 shirts because anything 5 and 6 and 7, and they're 100 baht more, was under 200 baht. It's like 180 baht. So that's why I say after I get done with giving out all the ones, then I'm going to leave it up to my wife, and it's going to be in her hands because it'll come back to her, and she'll lump it in with the money with the uh, AdSense stuff to go back to Thailand. Um, yeah, your shirt too, huh, Joe? I got to write it down. I don't have a freaking. Well, maybe I no. I think I have. Where's the freaking? Where's the 10,000 baht marker? I know I had it. I had the figures. got to be in here somewhere. Because you know what I'll do is I'll say it right now and then I'll forget it. Damn it. Oh well. Anyway, I will. Hopefully, I'll remember, Joe. Dave, I talked to Jeff Jones last night. He's drama, nice guy, but drama. Okay, I thought that you guys were that you knew each other, and because I think that's how I started watching him. Tommy told me about him, and I watch him occasionally, not that often. I think the one guy that hates me, what's his name? I don't know, I forget his name now. He's mostly over in the Philippines. He had done something saying, he doesn't obviously like the guy. In fact, I think when he talks about the crime family, because people send me stuff saying, this guy's saying, I don't give a shit anymore. But that I was the first lieutenant in that crime family, or the second in command or something. And back in months and months ago. Guy hasn't used my name at all, thank God. But anyway, he had, that's how I first saw it. And then his got taken down or something. And the next day I saw him up, he was doing a live stream. So anyway, I figured I would ask you about it, because it just sounded, man, I wouldn't be screwing around with something like that, but I don't know. Good. All right. Well, if he is, that's all right. So he seemed like he looked good, but it just sounded, the stuff he was saying was, I thought it was just a broken leg or something. But it sounded like more than that. Okay, Joe, you can send it to the to this too. I'll put it up for anybody who wants. DR1. Oh, sorry. That's my email, Joe. Send it to me, because I've got Rob's. It was Ralph too. So I'll ask Bobby. I don't want to. I don't want to be too big a burden on him, but I'll ask Bobby for Ralph, Rob, Randy, and you, and then I've already given. Who did I? Maybe I gave Rob. No, I already gave Rob's. I gave Rob's to. And I'm all screwed up. I better write this shit down. I already gave Rob's to Jake, and I've got to get Jake those addresses of the shirts that I gave to him. So I got to do that. But yeah, send me an email, and I'll do that. I guess so. I don't know. He I like I said, I don't know the guy. I just, if he was friends of yours, I was, or you guys, or somebody that I know, I was like concerned, going, this guy's stupid. I mean, I would just stay right where I'm at. But if he's got problems and he's got to get out and all that. But they're going to hold him there. I mean, if he can't if he can't travel, they're not going to let him. They're not going to give him the fit to fly deal. So let me go back up. I don't know if there was any other. Did I answer? I'm going. This is a new. Hey Joe, thanks. I just saw that. I missed it. Thank you, Joe. She'll be happy. She's always happy. My wife. The kids are here, so now she's really happy. 22 J Dog. Are you still here, or did you take off? Did I answer, or is there any other questions? By all means, put them in the chat if you're still hanging. I think I answered them all. The one deal with me, I never said anything, and I didn't know anything that if you were on Social Security disability, you're supposed to only be gone 6 months. They never asked. I never gave up any information. I'm not one of those guys that give up any information more than I need to. But it's been almost 6 years now. From what I was told, it automatically transfers out of Social Security disability right into regular Social Security. You can get, as far as I know, and I think I said this before, you can get, if you want to. I still have accounts in the States because I still go there, and I have a residence there, or a place that I live there with my cousin. And the mail, if it's important, goes there. I changed everything to paperless, and but you can get it taken out directly from Thai, to a Thai bank. The only difference is, thanks, Joe. The only difference is there's a piece of paper that you're gonna have to sign once a year, and I think I told you this. Um, I'm still alive and kicking, so keep sending the money, and you got to send it to them once a year. And the only problem with that is if you the biggest problem that would be with that is if you don't or you forget, they might not send um, your check, until you do that, and then they'll send you your back or whatever to do it. I haven't really done it because I still have the account there. I don't really. It's one bot to me to get transferred through my bank through Chase, and I've just left that way, and I haven't had any problems with Bangkok Bank or transferring money. Never, it's always been good straight through for over 5 years. So. Okay, you are here. Cool. Um, the So if there's any questions, by all means, ask them. That's what try to do here. But like I said, anybody that's listening in, if you have questions, ask them. Any answers that if I can't answer, somebody in the chat might answer. Regardless of where it comes from, always on your own. Go back and check it out. Don't trust anything what people are saying on YouTube. Thailand's a different place because, like I said, I always say, and a lot of the good YouTubers that are in Thailand will tell you the same thing. You go to one province, go to another one, it's all different everywhere. Is it all supposed to be the same? Well, sort of. It's basically up to and I'm talking about to get your visa and stuff like that. Always be, smiling, sabai sabai, and respectful, and you'll get a long way here. You'll hear horror stories. Are there a few? There probably are, but they were probably assholes. And it's typical deal. If you treat them like shit, they're gonna just smile at you and they're not gonna help you ever. And Thai people don't forget. At least I know I'm kind of distinctive looking, and but they'll remember me from oh, you came to eat here a year ago. Really, I think I did. You know better than me. But same thing with immigration and all that kind of stuff. Just be respectful. Do it. Uh, if you have, that's why I say about Thailand, if you've got even Social Security, if you've got a decent Social Security and decent, I think the little crappy video I did on it was $1,850 or something and above. My number's right between 2 and 25. You can have a damn good life here. Are you going to, like I said, you're not going to be standing on the top of the buildings yelling, look at me, ma, I've got the world by the balls. No, but a good life and going out and eat a couple, 3-4 times a week and do a little traveling. You can do all that. You get up into the 25 to 35 range. You're, I think you can do pretty much anything you want here in Thailand. Is that what? Distinguished? Dave the trailers. I know it is. Bear's doing good. He gets up with me in the morning and thanks, Joe. I just seen that. And he's doing good. I do got to get the trailer. The kids are what I'm hoping to do today. Like I said, I think I'm gonna rest and if I feel crappy at all by the time my wife gets off this afternoon, I'll probably go over to the doctor's. Hey Andrew, what's up, brother? Hope you're well. And make sure it's not something. I breathe good. I think I got my mind screwed. I would say the other word, but just from being in there, and not being able to breathe and spending 2 months in ICU and going through all the nightmares of all that crap. It's like my mind, I think, is more so. If I got a little hiccup, it blows it out of proportion, and it says something's wrong. But I can tell. I mean, I can tell when I've got a bunch of fluid around my lungs. So it isn't. If it is, it's a lingering little bit, but it might be something that they say, well, we need to keep you overnight, and we're going to load you full of furosemide and pee your brains out and go home tomorrow morning. So I'll see. I'm not going to screw around though. Jay, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Saying hi to Cabo. Fun. And Cabo, you're back, right? I think I got a notice that you. Hey, Tommy, is that you? I know we've been missing each other back and forth for a while. Um, the Yeah, I think I got a message that you had made it back and you have left the building. You didn't get a chance to go in that pool. I would have liked to have done that. Gorgeous didn't make it. I got a shirt for you too. Um, Unfortunately, it was just too busy. Yeah, that'll happen. I'm gonna try to do it. Like I said, I'd like to do it maybe a couple of. God, this is driving me crazy. I got to cut this beard. Um, Twice a year, maybe, or something like that. Maybe start picking out different spots so everybody can use it kind of as a meetup and vacation. I use it as a vacation. I had a great time. Of course, I probably shouldn't have eaten what I had. I hope it's me. Oh, you're in Dubai. Okay. Uh, Jay and for your birthday, and I got a shirt for Jay too. I don't know how to get you guys shirts too. I got to figure it out. I got to sit down and get a pen, get my book, mark everybody that I've given shirts to, um, write down who I've got to get addresses. Like I said, Jake was awesome and took 3 or 4 T-shirts. So I got to do that. Hey Douglas, I got to get Douglas a shirt too. Morning to you. Hope you're well, sir. Hope you're feeling better. I know it's been up down. I don't think you've been up down and sideways though, because I think the last couple of times I asked you, you said you were feeling pretty good. March Madness. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. But I still have like I don't know. I probably still have 20 shirts or so. I got to figure it. I got to go back through them because I still got to get some more mediums and stuff for some of the gals. I know I could have given smalls to a lot of the gals. I didn't order any smalls, so I've got to get more because I gave them to more people than I was originally going to at the meetup. I wanted to give everybody that was around there. Yeah, there you go. I'd like to, Douglas, for sure, for sure. Um, and I will be coming that way. I'll be back in Thailand in May. And how long before you're going to be pulling the pin and moving here for good? I think only a couple of years, right, Jay? Oh, I didn't see him. Hi, Nanette. How are you? If you guys aren't subscribed, please do. Yeah, March Madness addict. That's what else I got to do too. Maybe I need some wind in my face. Um, I I'm probably going to go. I want to take a ride on the bike. And of course, my wife will have a fit, but and I'll probably go uh, towards Chuck and Paige's area just to spend the night, just to get out, get wind in my face. Plus, I got a little, I got a little present that I want to give them, so I'll drop it off. But I want to wait. They're going to get back. They're going to be probably burnt out and jet lagged and all that. So, of course, I would. I suggest that for everybody. I mean, if you're going to go visit somebody, even though if you're in the area, a lot of them people will say text them, email them anyway. It's just the polite thing to do. Hey, Paul, I think I've missed a couple of your videos. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do. Especially, I like Paul's content, and especially if you're in Bangkok. He's showing a bunch of restaurants from bottom end. I don't want to say low end because low end Thai food is freaking awesome. So, but the whole gambit, and he does a good job of it. So give him a little, show him a little love. But I got to get you a shirt too. I got a lot of. I'm gonna mark up the book today. Even if I go rest after I get done here, I'm gonna go and mark my book up and mark it all down. Thank you, Lewis. You're the man. I sure appreciate it. She's always happy, and I wish we could have gotten a chance to uh, to meet up with you afterwards, so you could have met him. We'll have to save that for next time. I'll make sure, because my wife had asked a couple of times. I think she even knows your name now, because I think it's well, she doesn't know your name, Cabo, but she's always because I know she wants to thank you directly. I wish we could have done it this last time. You run out of time. Before I went to a couple of them, I was only there for 2 days, and I thought, oh, I just don't have enough time. This time I was there for like 4 or 5 days, and I wanted to meet up with Alex and again, and just one-on-one bullshit, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I would have liked to have met up with you again, because we didn't get a chance to talk that much when I was there. Very little. So we'll do it. Hopefully, until I croak anyway. I'll be here, and we'll be setting up stuff, and I'll know when people are coming in, and we'll try to do it again. I'm trying. What is you're trying? See, I'm trying very hard to spend money here in rural Thailand, but I just can't seem to spend more. Yeah, it's like damn near impossible, right? It people um, think that it takes a lot more than it does. Like I said, I do that. I should try doing another video. I think I'm actually getting better at them by the series that I've been doing, um, just talking, but I think I should put the numbers together, because, like I said, that one that I did, I think I did it. It was a weird number because it was my Social Security number. It was $1,853.46 or whatever it was. That was the amount that I was getting, and I was kind of up and down and did a lot of things, um, off the books type things. I don't know how to say. I didn't put as much big money into my Social Security as I was going through the years, as anybody that worked pretty much regular now would. I heard they're moving the age up again to 69 or 70, which is, I'm still hoping I can make it to 70. What is that, 3 more years? Anyway, uh, I even broke it down in there. And then when I started doing the video and was in there talking, I'm going, because I even had, because people always ask, can you live for $1,000? Yeah, you can, but it's just the way that you want to live. And I said it a million times. Would I rather live in Thailand on $1,000 US, or would I rather live in the US on 1,000? It's a no brainer. The quality and what you get for that, you'll have 10 times the life in Thailand. So, but so in that 1,800 whatever, the breakdown that I did, I even put out, I think once a month or whatever it was, a little short 3 or 4 day jaunt somewhere, not on, cheap airfare or on a bus or a plane or whatever. And but when I backed out everything, I think I came out with like 1,200 baht or 1,200 US dollars. You could have a decent life, better than any place that I know of that I've been to, uh, and definitely not in the United States. If you didn't own your own home, and you did everything right, and you saved money and you put it away, then you could probably retire in the U.S. We'll see. If I missed something, guys, please put it back in. You'll be back in Christmas. Okay, cool. Yeah, maybe we'll. How long you gonna be here for? A couple of weeks, or um, let's see, the year 2025. I was there in the year. Yeah, let me know. Well, I'm sure we'll keep in touch. Um, yesterday, 8,000 baht for what? I paid my monthly 2 meals a day for Farang food yesterday. 8,000. Yeah, it all depends on what you want to eat, right? And that's the way that Costa Rica was. It was 25, 30 years ago. It was the place to be. You could live there, but it's the same. When I was there in 15, um, it was the same. If you ate what the locals were eating, rice and beans and bread, and and some stuff. I mean, the local what the locals were eating, you were okay. They just tax the living stuff, shit out of Peter Pan peanut butter and Fruit Loops, and whatever you're jonesing when you're gone. But you can live for a substantial, less. Here, I feel totally comfortable telling anybody that if you're around that 2,000 as a single person coming here, you can have a fairly good life. So hopefully 3 months. Cool. Yeah, that would be nice. So yeah, and we'll definitely meet up. Like I said, my wife wants to give you a big thumbs up and probably want to hug you and shit too. Although she's not a big hugger, she didn't hug me much. But again, it's all well appreciated. Everybody that gives, and I want to tell you the one thing because I try to be transparent stuff. My wife gives the money back to Thailand, and this is a for instance. I think I told you guys already for the people that do donate into the AdSense that goes to her. It uh, the youngest daughter, best friend. She only has my daughter as a friend. Good kid. We gave a cat to her. She has some problems. I won't go into those too much, but her mom got sick with pneumonia and is in the hospital and um, needed to get MRIs. I thought that a lot of that stuff was paid, and my wife said no. But and I said, well, what happens if you don't have the money? You don't get it, I guess. I said, well, that's crappy. I said, I don't want her to freak out because she's been really good. We gave her the cat like a year and a half ago, and everything's been going good. And so we sent 10,000 baht to her, and that's coming out of the. I wanted it quick, so I just transferred the money, and I didn't want them to freak out. And anyway, and then we're doing that. I'm going to say 90% of the time, or probably 99% of the time, it goes to the kids. So it was I think we had about 18 or 20,000 in there, and then like I said, every month I put money in it. But um, what it was is we were going to I told you the U-Bahn school said, this is your hometown, and our school is really really poor, and so we'll take that other. She's got some coming in this month, which I think comes on the 24th, and if not, whatever that, at least 10 we're going to give to them. So I'm just giving you guys an update. And like I said, I'm not going to do videos on it anymore, but I probably will do shorts so you can look at it as a person that knows that they helped. Say I did part of that, just little shorts, and I'll let you know when they come out. Thanks, Tip. Uh, I buy my cheese from Macro, 700 baht. You know what? I bought a big ass block of mozzarella, uh, and then cut it up into chunks that'll actually go into my processor when I do the pizza. And it's good quality, and it came in and it was fairly good price. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I trying to think if it was 2 kilos or not. I don't remember. Sorry, I jumped in on that. I don't know what kind of cheese you're doing. I the only time I use that processed cheese, and there's one, and I use it when I'm just making a quick uh, little burrito and a tortilla or a quesadilla or whatever because it's convenient. But my wife changed the brand on me a couple of times, and there's one that is just total. It don't even want to melt when it's on there. Uh, I don't spend 70,000 baht in 3 months. Yeah, I I think if you get well, especially with me, being if I wasn't doing a lot of stuff and building houses and have a brand new truck and a brand new car and and scooters and all that stuff. If you're coming here and you're relaxed and you're comfortable and you have pretty much everything, I think the only thing that you really need to spend anything on is uh, is a scooter if you feel comfortable on two wheels. If you're out in Nissan or something, or feel comfortable driving as transportation and you're in good shape, you're going to have a hard time spending money unless you've got the person that you ran into, your now significant other wants to travel and you want to travel. Well, then you will. But if not, you're going to find a hard time, like Gorgeous saying, is spending the money that you planned on spending each month. I know there was a question. I didn't miss it. Hey, Robbie, how you doing? Are you guys back now? I just watched Joe's video yesterday and saw you guys had a little cameo in that. Okay, let's see. I think you said you send over 3K US from Chase. How do you spend that much in a month, or do you put? I put some in the savings, but I have a lot of I have a lot of bills. This house here is on a 2 million baht loan that is 14,000 a month. I give my wife 15,000 a month to run the house, and that's for extra stuff for the kids and stuff, like an allowance type stuff, and all the food, everything. I pay for the electric bill. I pay for the water bill. I pay 12,000 baht for my truck payment. 12,000 baht um, for my for the car payment, and what else do I do? The Ubon house built that out of pocket. Um, so I have quite a bit. I think it works out to about 60,000 baht a month, and then I put money away, and then I take a little bit for spending money what I need. And then there's also other expenses. I know some people were talking about insurance. I have full coverage on my truck. My truck I paid I put 800 down on it, and it was 1.4 or something. The car we didn't put that much down. I think we put it was 900 or something. Anyway, um, I didn't think about it. I'm saving money aside because I actually spend more than registers sometimes. Like I don't have this in any of my budgets now that I will put in. It was 20,000 baht for full coverage on my wife's car, 28,000 baht for full coverage on my truck, and I think it was 12 or 15,000 on the Suzuki. So it's like, what is that? 20, like 30, 40, 50, 60 some odd thousand baht a year for car insurance, which is it expensive? Well, not in what I remember in the US. I spent a lot of money, but I had a lot of high dollar cars and trailers and boats and all sorts of crap. But uh, it it sounded reasonable, but unless you put it in there and your medical and all that kind of stuff, put it away. But is it if I was to sit down and as just not buying or paying cash for the truck and just having one vehicle and a scooter paid off and I'm renting a place, I don't have a house and stuff. The 3K would be way too much money. If I was doing a lot of traveling, maybe not so much. But my wife works. Uh, and I don't get to do quite as much traveling as I probably would like. But if you did, I would even come and Gorgeous can probably back me up because he's living it. I know Robbie Robbie does too. Like I said, I if you come here, even if you find a gal that you really like and you're hanging and you're not, partying until 4 o'clock in the morning every night and spending a ton of dough. If you're out in Nissan and you're doing a little traveling, you're relaxing and stuff like that, you're probably going to find it hard to spend 2,000, you know, um, because you know especially if you live in the outskirts of any village or anything, I don't know. Unless you're doing the traveling, you're not going to find a way to spend the money. Well, let's take everybody out to dinner. Okay, there's 300 baht. So it unless you're a drinker and you want to party and stuff like that, then it'll go pretty quick. But if you're just relaxing and your beer or whatever you drink, 2 or 3 beers a day or whatever, that isn't going to impact anything. But if you're sitting in a bar, 8 hours a day, that could probably jack it up just a tad. But no, if I was in the same position that I'm in right now and I, paid outright or didn't have a vehicle, just had my scooter, rented a place, had even my wife and, my mother-in-law living here and all that, I'd say I'd probably be in the 40,000 baht range, maybe 50 at max. And that's doing traveling a little bit. and I give my mother-in-law money too, um, just because. And I say it in a couple of things. She she's a seamstress, and her it's like my freaking wrist. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, I got a big something tumor or something growing in there. It's been there for years. So when I was in the hospital, I mean, they came in, took it, and they were there every freaking day, even if she had to walk. Could she even say hello to me? No, in Thai. But they stayed when I was in the private room. I paid for the RNs, and there was a 2.5 hour gap at the end of each day before my wife got back, and my mother and father-in-law would stand there and the kids, not knowing what they could do. It's a little different here in a private room in the private hospital. Nurses are all over the place, but they expect you. There's an extra bed in there. It's like a hotel room. It's got its own bathroom. It's got a microwave. It's got everything that a refrigerator, everything in there. They expect you to have somebody with you always, so that they can come out and say, "Hey, nurse, hurry up, come here." He's not breathing, whatever it is. But they expect you to do that, so it's kind of up to you. So there had to be someone there, so they did it. And I told my wife, I said, "What's a number that your mom would, stop seamstress, take a break for Christ's sake." And it was 8,000 is what I came up with. And like I said, man, it never brought a bigger smile to my face the whole time. And I think I in the little clips I'm doing the series, her best friends are both cops, husband and wife, great people. They took care of my wife, my wife's kids, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, all the way up through their whole life. And for the first time, my mother-in-law was saying, "Can I take you to lunch?" And she paid for it, and she thought she was the he was the shit, man. And she just was happier than crap. So I don't even know what 8,000 is. What is it? $200 or something. Anyway, so I told her when she was in there, I told, "Tell your mom when I get out of here and get everything done, when I can sort of walk, and when I get out of this hospital, I want to give her money." But I told her, and I've caught her a couple of times. She'll be in there making something. And from the first time I told her, when I gave her the first 8,000 baht, I said, "If I catch you making clothes for somebody for money, I'm keeping the money for that month." And a couple of times I've caught her, and I told my wife, and my wife would tell her, and she'd start laughing and said, "It's for the kids, or it's for my wife, or whatever." I said, "That's okay." But I said, "Damn, I thought I was going to be 8,000 baht richer this month," but that didn't work out. If I'm missing stuff, then I know I'm rambling. But I think that answers that. But I think you definitely had a 3K deal if you are just renting something, or even that, because I think that the rent, if you were to rent someplace in Pattaya or a house, even around in Isan, if you rented a fully furnished 3 bedroom, 3 bath, house, you'd probably be in the 10,000 to 12,000 baht. So, you'd probably, like I said, it would probably be hard to spend, half that, 15, 18, and you do a little travel. So you should be, I don't know, I think everybody should be saving money anyway each month, regardless of whether it's your retirement money or whatever. Put a little money aside. You never know what's going to happen. It just makes more sense to me. So it is good. Is it Good Friday? I didn't eat any meat. I don't. And I'm a Catholic. But I don't. My mother was the one 7 days a week in church. Everybody's saying hi to Robbie. Is the better half still with you? Are you back in? Are you back home? I don't know. I think I asked you that. You probably answered it, but that's okay. Hey, what's up? If you guys, Ted's off the hook deal. If you're into like good, wholesome family, fishing, hunting, Good channel. Subscribe. Do yourself a favor. Let's see. Everybody's saying, "Well, God, I missed a lot." 166 US for 3. Yeah, is that what it works out to, Jay? Is that the insurance? I'm imagining. Yeah, because I want to say in the States I was like I don't know, 2,500 a year. I don't know. And didn't have it. I had an excellent driving record. Um, is Bobby actually here? You guys got to. Hopefully, Bobby will come see you because he's gonna. I think he's going back to the States for like 3 years or just screwing. I like to screw with Bobby. Um, hey, welcome, Jai. Welcome. I gotta come. I want to hit you up because I want to. I think I have 2 or 3 shirts that if you wouldn't mind taking back to the States, uh, I can give you money for um, mailing them when you get there. People like Joe's shirt, and I figured one for Robert Mack and one for Randy because they'll probably come to you. But let me know. I'll talk to you anyway. Maybe we'll have lunch. I actually feel better now sitting here bullshitting with everybody. I know in the beginning I said, yeah, I think so. I think it's a good number. Now let's see. Here's another question here. Are you happy with Chase Bank? Yeah, big time. Have they ever tried to block you from accessing? Never. I have Chase and hope to keep them. When I moved there, I wondered if you had a U.S. address on file. Um, no, I don't. I don't think. Um, oh, I do. Yeah, I have an address in the States. Yeah, sorry, I'm old, but it's been 6 years basically. I got an account when they told me when I first came here as on just my what was it 60-day visa that I made 90 days and they said, "Oh, you can't get that on that." I went down and got it. It was no problem. Bought a thing. They said, "Yo, you can't buy a scooter." Bought a scooter. But I never had a problem. Never had a problem with Chase saying, "Oh, we sent it. Oh, we didn't get it." Never. The only thing I noticed with Chase, I'm not in the position that, oh my God, I sent for my 3,000 and it didn't come in and the whole world, the sky's falling, I'm screwed. If you're in that kind of position, you take heed to what I'm saying now. Is if you do a wire transfer on a Monday or Tuesday, um, you'll probably have it. If you do it on a Monday, you'll probably have it Tuesday or Wednesday within 2 days, all the way up till about Wednesday would be pushing it to get it in a day or two. If you go in on Thursday or Friday, you're probably not going to get it till the following Monday. If it's going into a weekend, as long as you keep that in mind, they've been pretty right on every time. And I've checked my wife put an app on my phone for gold and for the baht versus the US dollar. And every time that I went to transfer, because I've transferred larger sums of money when we were building the house in Ubon. And so I go and I check it, and if it said 35.5, I got 34.5. If it said 36.2, I got 35.2. Every time it was exactly one bot. So if you're on a crunch deal, maybe you want to check into Wise or something else to transfer your money. I heard you get a better deal on that. It's just been so consistent for me. I haven't minded my wife minds it. She'd rather have the one extra bot. But I've never had a problem with them. And I like Chase, never had a problem with them. And I like and love Bangkok Bank. I think they're one of the top ones here. And they don't ever question anything. I mean, I've transferred a large sums of money. And what I've heard is other banks won't do that. They limit the amount that you could bring in. So anyway, hey Ralph, I was just talking about you. I think you sent, and if you didn't, send it to me again. Email your address, and I got to give that to Jake. I think Jake has taken yours, and taking yours. I think either way, I've got to get it because either that or maybe Bobby will take it. Rob's and Logan and Jamie's. So insurance is more than what I'm paying for SUV car. The what I'm paying, the 166. Is that what you're saying, Uncle Bobby? And is he sure? I still don't know how he's going to do it. He's going to be gone for, all kidding aside, he's going to be gone for 6 months, I think. Right, Bobby. Um, so I couldn't. Well, I talked to Bobby about it. They want to go and see it. I mean, there's a million places in the United States that are just absolutely gorgeous that people just don't go out and see. Bobby has the ability and Jai to get something and go out and travel in or just staying in hotels. They have the ability to be able to do that. So they're going to do it, and he's got to get a bunch of stuff done. But we'll see. This first 6 months, I think, will tell a story on how Sabai that's going to be, or whether you're going to be jonesing to get back. Okay, Ron's saying we have a townhouse, a truck, car, a teenager. That could get expensive, and we are comfortable on Social Security and a small pension. Yeah, I think it's I have no, like I said, I don't have any problem telling people. That's why I tell them, if you're going to be if you're not going to retire in your home country, you got to at least come and take a 3 month, 6 month shot at Thailand and see what you think. I just can't think anything other than maybe the weather as a deterrent. Um, what? Oh, it's too cheap to live. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. You got to at least come and try it. And what the other thing that helps about Thailand is the freaking people are awesome. So that makes it a lot nicer. Do you do direct wire transfers from Chase to your Thai bank account? Yeah, I do. Account supposedly has a free wire transfer and ATM. Yes. Um, the if you keep a certain amount in Chase, if you're a certain customer with them, they don't charge you anything. Even if you're not, they charge you $5 for the wire transfer. And the stuff coming into Bangkok, I can't remember. It's minimal to me. I don't even. I can look it up if you really need to know, but I don't get charged. You don't get charged anything for ATM withdrawals out of. I don't know the other bank. I can only say with Bangkok Bank, but it makes it cool because this is all I need. I can go right here, right now, and in 30 seconds, I'll have transferred whatever amount of money I wanted to Thailand. Um, Chase to Wise to yeah. I had problem. Like I said, I would definitely check out Wise. And what's the other bank account that everybody Schwab is supposed to be good too. And they both accepted me. They both took my couple of $100 to open the account, and they both in under a month canceled my account and sent me my money back. And I never got a reason out of them why. I guess maybe they don't like motorcycles, or I don't have a clue. I'm grasping at stuff. I don't know, and it wasn't important to me. I said, screw it. I'm not really worried about it. But I know that Robbie, I think, has said in the past, and that he has gotten better rates, and good transfer rates. I use Wise. All my money transfers from the UK. A lot of people use Wise, so I would definitely check into that. Like I said, I'm kind of pissed because I don't know. They never gave me a reason. I don't know. Hey, Verna, if you guys aren't subscribed, please do yourself and me a favor and subscribe to Verna's channel. Um, let's see. Am I way behind? I'm way behind. Let's see. Time to get going. Do you use Chase app? How long does it take for the money to hit the time count? And what's the max amount you can transfer? I haven't hit a max. Did you answer that, Bobby? Um, I transferred, I think, what's the biggest amount? 30,000 US. I think, and I didn't have anything. And the I use my that's all I use is my Chase app. And like I said, if you had heard me earlier, I said if you go on Monday or Tuesday, you get it within a day or two. You start pushing it towards the Thursday and Friday, you won't get your money until maybe 4 days over a weekend. So if you time it right, you can get it in a day or two. Next Friday is Good Friday. Okay, and your birthday. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Tommy. If you haven't, please do. Ralph, happy birthday. I'm glad to see you're still here, Jay. Hope you're getting some good info. It isn't really hard. And like I said, if there is on Social Security, I know if you have just regular Social Security, there are certain countries that they don't do it to, but I know Thailand is one of the ones, and they do it in most countries. Social Security, once you set it up, they can send it directly to your bank in whatever country. Like I said, you're gonna have to fill out that paper once a year saying I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Keep sending me my money. Other than that, that's the only difference that I know of. They're all good people. You'll find that. I'm glad that you did. So it's about here anyway. All the people are kind of like, even with the meetup, I mean, all the people that were there, everybody kind of meshed together, similar stuff, similar ages. There's some youngsters, my wife being one of them. But yeah, I'm glad that you found it. And like I said, that's what makes it worthwhile. We talk about a bunch of stuff. It could be from who's having the old man surgery this week or old lady surgery, and all the way up. But 90% of the stuff we talk about is retiring. Excuse me, retiring in Thailand. Hi, Bruce. How are you? Pleased to meet you. Um, Speaking of wire transfer, you did. You better do it then. Um, and I found it a lot easier. Like I said, at first I wasn't really hip on transferring and keeping a larger sums of money in bank in Thailand banks. The more I found out about it, and now having one just for my retirement, it makes the process of it's only once a year. And like I say, for those people that said, "Oh my God, I had to go back 2 days in a row and it was a complete nightmare," I said, "What did you do the other 362 days of the year? If you're retired here, don't get yourself frazzled. Be as nice as you can be, and these people will bend over backwards for you here in Thailand." 23,000. You got to cheap. Well, because yours is new 1 year, no, 2 years newer than my wife's car. My wife's car was 20, and I don't know when you hear these numbers, I think they affect my brain. 23,000. I automatically think of dollars, so I think it's a lot of money, but it's really not a lot of money. But um, let's see. Yeah, they didn't. I always in the past, even that $10,000 mark was always a big number, especially after 9/11 and all that. Even before 9/11, it was always a flagged deal. But I didn't hear anything on the monies I transferred for the building the U-Bahn house. So weird. I know we'll be anxious to get back here, but we have commitments that keep us. This is life. I know. I'm just curious when you come back if you're going, I can't wait to do that again, which could be. Like I said, that was this one. That was the original plan, was having the big ass diesel pusher at home and checking out different countries, whether it be Panama, Costa Rica, Thailand, Taiwan, Vietnam, Cambodia, whatever. And then when we found one, we're going, okay, this is where we want to live for 6 months, and then we'll come home during the summer, take the rig around while I'm still young enough to, be able to do that. And that was the original plan. So it might work. For me, I just don't know what I would do there for 6 months. See, but I talked to Bobby about this too because he's going with his wife. If I was going back there, I would be going by myself. Um, so it makes a big difference. I don't want to be away from my wife for that any long period of time. So slowly weaken over the next 3 years. As long as it 44 for the U.S. I only know the U.S. numbers. That's all I watch. If it stays anything above 33, 32, I think it was 30 or 29 when I came in. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. In 2018, I think it was. I want to say it was 29 or 30. But we'll just see. I didn't answer your question. I just had said earlier, people that are out there and going, this guy didn't answer me. I just haven't been feeling good the last couple of weeks, and I went to the meetup and all that. So I will answer the questions within the next couple of days. All the stuff you guys and Tim was one of them saying that my chair there, my racing chair, looks like it's maybe got a little bit of dust on it, not getting used with all the crap on it. You're absolutely right, Tim. Wise is good because the exchange rate is available to move money between different countries and currencies. Yeah, I know that there was problems in the beginning that um, Thailand was saying, somebody was saying if you don't check this box in Wise, it doesn't look like it's coming from, the place that it's supposed to come from for Thailand to say, okay, that's influx of money. And there was a little bit of a problem, but I never heard it much after that. So I'm imagining they solved that problem. Uh, you had issues into what bank, Tim? Because I know Bangkok. I know I transferred 30, I think, a couple of times, and I never had a problem. So I'm curious. We use the Chase app. It comes next day unless it's a weekend. Keep in mind. Yeah, and that's what basically. If you go, I wouldn't go much past Wednesday. If you're on Thursday and Friday, there's a good chance that it might come on Friday, but it might not come until Monday too. And but we've me and Bobby have had the kind of the same experience with them. International activated, so you could wire from C. Okay. Wise is generally same day money transfers. At Twitch, you have to transfer more than 200,000 baht at a time. Money laundering and all that. Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised that they didn't. I didn't hear anything on the money that I had transferred in, and now it'll just get back to normal, somewhere around 3,000 baht every month. So, and I don't have to worry about that because I've got 810,000 baht in a account that I just for that, just for redoing my visa. The thing that worried me in chasing count getting access from Thailand and never the U.S. The bank that I have go all the way back to handle it. I don't know. I've been here almost 6 years and I haven't had a problem, so I can only go off of that. You know, I don't have to. I don't have to. I think at least on my phone, I because I don't have the VPN on my phone right now, and I know I do, but I'll do it right now just for shits and giggles. Of course, now I got to find the app. There's Chase, and I've got it under face recognition and right in. Boom, boom. I'm on. So no, haven't had any problems, and I understand. Ask all the questions you want. It's the only way that you're going to feel semi secure about it. But Bobby's been here a while now and transferring money from Chase. I don't know. Is anybody else from Chase? And let's see. Did Tim, are you still here? Did you answer that question on what bank you have that you had problems with this one transferring the money in? I'm far behind. I'm glad you're getting good information. Uh, and Bobby's saying the same thing. We want to get a new credit card sent here. Yeah, and on that deal too on Chase, I had and this was back when I was like, I didn't panic, but I had a bank account, but I was using, excuse me, I was using my Chase debit card a lot more than I wanted to, and found out it was easier to just put the money in and no fee on Bangkok Bank deal, and I it wouldn't work, and I got it on the back of the card and called Chase, and they told me it'll be there in 2 days. I'm going, well, I'm in title, it'll be there in 2 days, and bang bang, it was there in three. But I was really impressed. I've been impressed with Chase so far. PCN in the U.S. to Bangkok here. Issue was okay. So it wasn't Bangkok's deal. Yeah, Andrew uses Chase too. Yeah, I wouldn't worry, and I don't know. I mean, if when you come here, are you never planning on going back? Um, I've got grandkids and stuff like that. I was going to go 4 times a year, but now I'm old and I don't want to fly for 80 hours in the air. But I'm still planning on going back once a year. So yeah, I didn't have a problem at all, and I did too. I brought up lot of money. U.S. Navy. There you go. I would be using the Navy Federal Credit Union. Yeah, James, Chocolate Man in Thailand or Chocolate Man in a van now. I don't know what James uses. Um, I have to ask him. But I haven't heard anybody really having the problem is whatever you're using to bring your money in has to be okay and shown as coming from your country, influxing into Thailand for the amount if you're doing a retirement visa for that 800, 67,000 baht a month. Otherwise than that, if you bring over a million baht and you shove it in an account and you put that away and you show it once a year for your retirement visa, you're set. That was the thing because when Bobby said he had so many, he brought in a lot of money. Anytime, man. Hopefully, you'll hang out and be answering them for somebody else in a year. Uh, the the one that the poor lady, I had procrastinated and instead of going 2 blocks over here, I had to go to the other place over by the border, which is an hour away. And there was 3 gals in there, and I was there for 6 hours. And the ladies were really nice. And I said this before. She said, "Do you have money?" And I'm going, it's kind of a weird question, but yeah, I think I do. Well, if you have enough money, maybe you should think about doing the 800, and you would have been out of here 5.5 hours ago. I said, why? It was the year that I built the house, pretty much, and I had an influx of 3 million maybe bought over the year instead of a million or whatever it is. Um, and she said, we have to. I said, don't you stop at like 800 and you don't need no for the whole year. We've got to highlight every one of them. That's what we've been doing for 4.5, 5 hours. So after that, I said, you know what? I was a little bit concerned about it. I'm not anymore. Would I bring all my money into Thailand? No. But I don't know. So here's another Chase user. So let's see, Bobby. I don't know about the Navy. I had an Army credit union that was a big problem. We moved everything to Chase now. So yeah, I would check into that, Jay, and see. Is that the right time? What is the time here? Here it's what is it here? 9:41. Because where are you at? I don't even know where you're at. In the Midwest, the East Coast, West Coast. I have Chase credit cards. They have overnighted me replacement cards. Thailand, the United cards have a lot of benefits for international use. Yeah, I've never. I have to do that. My one Sapphire or whatever. I have one credit card from Chase, and it expired, I think, January. So the account's still open, obviously, because there's a I don't know. I leave. I buy some stuff with that, and then I leave it in there and pay it down, thinking that my credit rating's going to get better. My credit rating's over 800, so I don't know why I give a shit. It doesn't make a difference here in Thailand. But I'm going to check into that because I keep on threatening. I've got to call them and say, hey, can you send it to Thailand? I'll have to do that. I was unable to move money from the credit union. I ended up transferring to Chase to send the money. In reality, 2 or 3 days. That's what mine was when on my debit cards, which I still thought was great. I'm hearing a lot of people over there are using virtual mail for their mailing purposes. Some people, there's like the same person that I'm talking about, James. Uh, he, uh, I believe there's places there that have just PO boxes and just mailing addresses for people, expats that are out of the States. I believe some people demand that you have a U.S. address of some sort, and I don't know if Chase is one of them. I've never not had it, so I don't know. But like I said, my cousin keeps a room for me. That's my room. That's where I live now, or that's my when I go there. Um, so I would definitely keep one. I had a card compromised in BKK, so I see. Um, he's saying virtual, so Ron's not knowing what virtual is. Yeah, that could be. Like I said though, it's yeah, I don't know. I guess you could. I'm gonna have I want a chunk of money here anyway, and I've got two accounts like that, so it 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 doesn't really matter to me. And I like the 1900 baht instead of laying out any more dough. But like I said, if you don't feel country, you don't have a significant other, you don't have a best buddy that is fluent in Thai and can come and rap with you and whatever it is, and you have the money, at agent's the only way to go. Boom, boom, they do everything for you. You don't do shit. In fact, I think the one that Mitch used not only got him the visa, but got him a bank account, helped him buying his motorcycle, helped him getting his license, helped him with everything from start to finish. So it depends on what you're in, but someone that's paying 13,000 baht and I'm paying 1,900. It doesn't make any sense to me in my position. But like I said, if you don't have a significant other and you're coming in, Robbie's absolutely right. Lay the dough out if you've got it and you don't have any no problems. Hey Craig, how you doing? It was very nice meeting you, brother. Hope you're well. I got to get caught up. Oh, I am caught up. How did I catch up so quickly? Now you guys will go faster. There, you can use UPS as an address. Just rent a box. Best way is to use one in multiple places in the U.S. That mail can be sent and open the email and important stuff. Yeah, I guess there's a couple of places you can do it, but I would definitely keep it there. I keep two phones. This is the new iPhone 15. And my other phone's in the house. This one's iPhone 7, and that has the chip for here. This one, I think I can put two chips in. I got to figure out how to do that, so I don't have to carry two phones. But I would definitely keep. I keep. Who do I use that I made everybody go to? uh, God, it's on Bobby. What is it now? T-Mobile. $50. Unlimited texts and that kind of stuff, and you can go to 256 countries. This is if you're over 50 years old, I think. And and then you can. It costs you $1 or something a minute if you want to use the phone. They will let you use unlimited phone in like Hawaii and Canada and Mexico. Um, it's a separate thing just for old bastards and people. uh, but $50, and I would always keep an American phone, so it had an American phone number. Somebody wants to get a hold of you, they can call. And I'm talking about banks, insurance companies, stuff like that. They can get a hold of you. Let's see. Logan Going Great can help with those company names. Let's see. That you can. I just met a guy who had someone help him buy a new Everest SUV for 3,000 baht monthly payments with insurance. No way. No way. Someone's lying to you. I don't think they give loans for 27 years on a vehicle. I pay 2,900 baht for my 178,000 baht brand new Forza. I pay 29 a month, and that does, I think, include my insurance. But that's how much of the Everest are more than my truck. I think, aren't they like 1.5 million or something? I paid 1.4 for my truck. Somebody's lying to you, Craig. Or either that or they smoking a lot of that ganja. Oh, no. Okay, take it easy, Nanette. You're going to Manila. Do some videos. Yeah, how much was the Everest? Tim's got one. My truck was 1.4, the Storm Track, 4-wheel drive. But I know that the Everest, I think, are a lot more than the trucks, right? Where'd he go, Craig? 30K. Yeah, I could believe that. I would. Yeah, the same as my truck. Yeah. Um, and my truck, I put 800 down, and my payment's 12,000. And I think when we put 100,000 down on the 900 for the electric hot rod, and it's 12,000 and change. Yeah, they go out 8 years. I don't know. I think my wife told me these were 5-year loans. I think 5 or 6 maybe. Send me the. Yeah, Ron's ready. He's jumping on. You going to look at a Raptor today? Cool. I told my wife what you had told me about your car and the resale stuff. My wife will never get rid of her vehicle, so it wouldn't matter. Where did Craig go? He just threw that out and then hung up and laughing at us, still talking about it. But God, it's already been an hour and 20 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. Still 21 people here. Thank you guys. You're awesome. It's like 2 million. I told him that's impossible. He's 60 from Aussie said his wife's cop brother arranged it. No. He said, yeah, that's only that. I only had to put 1.2 million down on it, and this is what I've got to pay. Then I believe it, because it was 2,900 for my Forza for 4 years or 5 years, and it was 178,000. So yeah, 1.2 million down, and yeah, that sounds feasible. The new Fortuners, God, 2 million baht. Wow. Well, that whatever that truck that Bobby's going to go look at, it's going to be right up there at 1.9, and that's if he stays away from a bunch of add-on and extras. But like I told him, my truck is pretty much, except for the suspension, it's pretty much the same. I think I told him, and he agreed too. Definitely don't get the gas V6. I wouldn't. And I know Tommy. He's probably not here anymore. That he was here earlier. Not Tommy J, but another Tommy. He has a Raptor that he bought, and he got the diesel. So, yeah, I don't blame you. I wish I could. Well, I could have, but I didn't want to. I wanted to have a little bit of money too, because I bought a lot of crap. 2 million for the house here, and then another 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30, another 600,000 on my truck, another 600,000 on the car. It didn't make sense to me at the time. Noon picks hers up. Mark, what did she end up getting? Did she get the? Did she get the Raptor? I can't remember. I know we talked about it before, Douglas. She was. You guys were going to the Ford dealer, but I don't remember what happened after that. You probably told me, but I don't remember. All right, Scott. Have a good one. Thanks for all the support. Um, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna put the Raptor decals. Yeah, there you go. Just put the decals on. But I think that. Oh, a GR Sport. That's the one you were talking about. That was the 1.9. Must be. Wow, cool. Very good, very good. Why not? You only live once, right? Debt free for living. Yeah, I try to as close as I can. And it hasn't been. It's been going up the opposite way the last year. Yeah, she's gonna be very happy. Um, I'm looking at Suburban. Seem like great cars for Thailand. Decent prices on used. Around 600-700 baht for fairly new ones. Well, they had. I Suburban's a great vehicle. I don't think that's you can argue that too much. Of course, Chevy and Fords, people will go crazy over. I was always a Chevy guy, and I've got a Ford out there. Absolutely love my Ford, and I've had Fords, I've had Expeditions and stuff in the past, and I've had Chevys. But they used to have a place here. The only thing, I mean, I'm sure there's a whole crap load of places to work on them. That would be my only deal is they're not building them. They don't have dealerships or anything here anymore. That would be the only thing I would say about that. But my Ford, I absolutely love, no doubt. And the having stuff like that, I think there's two ways to go. I wouldn't have it any other way than to have my truck, 4-door truck, but the ability to have the back. If I've got like I got the old truck, I could have very easily went for a Fortuner or something like that. It would have been nice to have a something that could take 7 people because if we all go somewhere, I've got me, my wife, the 2 kids, and my in-laws. So that we can't fit in any vehicle. Well, we make it fit, but like we're going to Ko Chang next month for Sokran on the 13th. We're taking 2 vehicles. Now we're taking my aunt and well, it's her son now from that helped Inu and they're going to come, and so we're going to take 2 vehicles. So we'll be driving my truck and the electric hot rod there. So Subaru, okay, like the Outback, okay, okay, that makes sense. Good vehicles. I think they make a hell of a vehicle. Um, and thank you for the stories that helped me turn a lot more in life to enjoy. Glad to hear it, Bruce. Glad to hear it. Anything I can do to help, something you don't want to talk about in this, shoot me an email. If I'll come on by as much as you can. We do these on Mondays and Fridays at 8:30 a.m. Thai time, and usually the same motley crew here, and we have fun. So should have got the Everest seat 7. Yeah, the Everest it's a nice vehicle, man. Um, Very nice vehicle. Jai insists we get a truck. I like the Everest as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think you guys are going to keep the MG, right? The only thing is, see, you're in the same position as me. You've got something that you can't fit more than five, right? Three, four, five people in. So that was, no worries, Bruce. Anytime. Ron John, the Pajero has the softest, right? What did, who has the Pajero? Is it Mitch? What did Mitch have? Forget what he got. Get you up in the air. Yeah, I would imagine so. And Tim would know. Tim sold Fords, right, Tim? Um, Joe does. That's right. That's right. You're absolutely right. Um, yeah, nice vehicle. Yeah, and there's so many. The I would go and I mean, especially if you're coming here and you're going to retire. Like my wife told me with my truck, and I hate it when your wife's make sense, right? And you have to say, "God damn it!" But I shouldn't do that. But anyway, um, go and check them all out, man. You're coming here to retire. Don't rush into anything. And I didn't with this Ford. I went there and went back and forth and sideways and everything, and didn't want to spend 1.4. I wanted to spend more like 900, a million, and wanted 4-wheel drive. Almost settled on maybe just getting 2-wheel drive, which would have been the biggest mistake of my life with the trailer and wanting to do what I want to do with going out and camping and doing videos and stuff on that. Uh, but she said, "How old are you?" And 67. "How many trucks are you going to buy after this one?" Yeah, probably not many. So why don't you get what the hell you want? So, I would go and I would check them all out and I would get what the hell you want, especially if you got the money to get it. That's why with Bobby, I mean, you want to get the Raptor, get the Raptor. Get whatever you want. I figure I won't be driving in my 80s and I certainly won't be driving with my 70-year-old. Hey, you got that probably right. I see. I don't. My wife is 40. My wife is 43. So when would I stop driving with her? Probably when she's 63. So I'll be dead in 20 years. So I won't have to worry about that. She can drive everywhere. My wife's a very good driver. I've taught her a little bit. I don't know. I haven't driven with a bunch of Thai people, but when they go into just a slight little turn, they hit the brakes and slow down. I'm going, you could be going 3 times as fast, and those tires won't even begin to start to squeal until you go 4 times as fast as you're going now. And you should be accelerating out of the turn. They have no clue what I'm talking about. So brake in, roll through, and throttle. And I got my wife doing it. And I don't know if it's all Thai people, but my father-in-law does it. And he also goes, mm, mm. Drives me crazy. I can't drive with him. I don't know. You have to let me know on that if other people have experienced it. He's a Racer X. Uh, Ron and Jake are done riding with you, Craig. Craig, a speed racer? I like that. We'll have to get maybe Tim. We need to get Craig into one of these sims. What do you think, Craig? You want to go racing at Talladega? And Tim's the one that got me into it. I dig it. Bobby, I forgot to offer you a ride back from dinner. You have to check out this iRacing sim thing. Hey, Alex, how you doing, brother? Hope you are well. I haven't got a chance to see your video. Alex did a video. I guess there was a MMA guy that got snuffed by somebody, right? A Filipino or something. I'll watch your video. I've been wanting to watch it. I think it's been out for a day or so now. But glad you could stop by and say hello. I was talking about you earlier about not getting enough time to spend talking to everybody, and 4 days isn't enough. So next time I come over, I'm coming for a week or two. No, they tint the front windshields. They tint them up. My black Ford Storm Track has leather. I've had no problem with it. None at all. Uh, I was happy to take a Volt. I'm going out to take care of some fun. Thanks, Tip. Hope you have a good one. Saying hi to Alex. Alex saying hi back. It comes with heated seats. The first time I came to Thailand, and I got my wife's truck, and we're driving somewhere, and we got fog coming on the front windshield, two different temperatures, whatever. And I tried to, where's the heater on this thing? Yeah. Now my Ford's got a heater, but most of the cars here in Thailand don't have heaters. But I know that some of them have. I haven't checked any of their Mercedes and stuff. I'm sure they've got air conditioned seats and all that shit too. I'm guessing. Alex saying hi. Stop talking like that, Dave. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping I can hit. I'd like to do 20, 67, 77, 87. I would imagine as long as I keep something up here and I'm not a burden to somebody that has to change my diapers. And even if I'm in a wheelchair and they had to cut one of my feet off or whatever it is, I'm okay with that. As long as I got my faculties. My wife wants me to live to be 100. Says she's got no problem changing my diapers, but I do. I've got a problem with it, but I do. Thank you very much. So if you don't want to buy a car right away, I can use the bus system. I would say the biggest thing for me, if you feel comfortable with, I'm a two-wheel guy, man. I've had the wind in my face since I was 4. Give me that Taco 22 mini bike. Um, and I feel comfortable on a bike. Uh, but and if you're not in the middle of Pattaya or Bangkok or something like that, but if you are in the middle of Bangkok and Pattaya, yeah, you've got Bolt, you've got the BTS and everything in there, no problem. But you can places you can find it. They'll have some kind of when you're out in Nissan where I'm at and stuff. It might be a little bit more on the harder to get from point A to point B without having something. But if you don't, like I said, it doesn't even have to be right away. If you're retired, you've got all your stuff done, and you're saying, I tell most people, probably a good place to home base out of the beginning would be John Tiem Pattaya. You've got the airport there. Bangkok's around the corner. A lot of people, a lot of places to eat, a lot of everything until you figure it out. But once you get settled into a little home base somewhere, until you figure out, start traveling, you know, in a week retired, I could go to. We went out in 3 days. Went to MG, went to Nissan, went to Honda, went to Ford, went to Mitsubishi, we went to them all in like 2 days. Test drove everything and decided when we got the electric hot rod that I still am a supporter of the Nissan Kicks. Is a freaking awesome vehicle. I don't think Thailand's ready for 100%. Or my brain's not ready to drive a 100% electric car in Thailand. And my wife said, I said, yeah, but it's getting close. She said, no. She said they've got a queue for a lot of these charging stations. You get there, you might be number 63. You're going to wait there for 2 days to charge your vehicle. So I don't think Thailand's ready yet. But what I'm saying to you is, if you're in an area like that, there's plenty of transportation in John Tam, Pattaya area, and like I said, within a week, I think you would know which vehicle you would want. Now, if you're looking for a secondhand one, that's a different story. And take your time and find a good one. Because there's a lot of, like my wife, I'm going, look at this car. This when we bought the kid one of the Suzuki, the little thing. It was, I go, look at this car. It's like a 2009 or 2011, and it's only got 23,000 kilometers on it. She goes, they roll them back like they would do in the States. So it's good to know somebody. We found this one that a friend of a friend, was moving on from her vehicle, and I think it had 60,000 kilometers. The one that we bought for the oldest, but you have time. There's plenty of transportation. Like I said, if you get out in Isan area, not so much. Hey Maui, how you doing, brother? MMA fighter killed. Yeah, rapper. That was it. If you guys get a chance, go over and check it out. I'm interested in that. I don't like I don't. There's certain things in life. Okay, uh, child molestation, raping uh, children that people deserve to die for. Um, and there's things that are not. You know, and I don't know what happened in this instance. That's why I'm curious, and I'm going to go over and watch it. Uh, that's why my son, he scared the shit out of me when I was growing up. We threw fisticuff, and 9 times out of 10, you picked up the guy, you set him in a chair, and you bought him a beer, and he was a friend for the rest of your life. Now I told my son, because it scared me in Fresno. We lived above Fresno. Fresno's badass, man. You don't want to be down there with the gangs and crap there. And my kid would go down there because that's where all the multiplexes were. We were 50 minutes above in Bass Lake. And I tried to explain it to him because of his whole life. I said, you don't take shit from anybody, and you don't, and I had to revise myself going, this is your son, you know. I said, you have to be smart, said, if you want to live. So I said, these guys, they're smaller guys, whatever, uh, they're giving you shit, and 2 or 3 of them, and you beat them up. It's who's going to get back to out of the 3 of them, they're going to race to get back to their car, get a 9mm, and come and kill you. For what? Because 3 of you tried to jump somebody and you got beat up? Does somebody deserve to die for that? No, I don't think so. So I don't know, but I'm gonna watch yours, Alex, and see what see what's happening with that. I'm very curious. Ever since I saw it, and I just haven't got it. Just seems like I haven't been feeling good the last few days, anyway. But I'm trying to catch up on everything. It's a nightmare. But that cool looks like CC Top. Let's see. Easy to get. Yeah, I think so too. With grab and stuff, and especially Bolt. Out of every place that we went, it was like 4 of us in a car, 15-minute drive somewhere, 130 baht. So what? $3-4, not even $1 a piece. You know. So yeah, I don't think you'll have a problem with that. And you can ask anybody coming in here. I'm going to be in this area. What's the grab or this or that? People will help you out for sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna watch it. I want to see it, brother. I don't like people who have the wrong attitude on stuff when it comes to life and death. First of all, it's not the easiest thing in the world to kill somebody. Second of all, there's people that don't deserve it. You know. Now, granted, you rape my daughter, you're gonna die. I'm gonna go to jail for it, but you're gonna die. And you're gonna die slow and miserably. But if my son got slapped around by a couple of guys and got jumped, and then they're going to get twofold, or something. But they're not going to die. You know, hopefully they'll smarten up. But I was glad when he's up there now. He's got 4 kids and wife, and he's top notch. He makes me very proud of him. Let's see. I think I'm getting well behind again. Heated seats in Thailand. Something you definitely need, right? Uh, I did race online before. Top 100 on leaderboards. Had to detox from my health. It's something you can very easily get wrapped up in. Tim and I had talked about it before. You're sitting there and racing and stuff like that. All of a sudden you go, how long have I been doing this? Oh, 9.5 hours. Okay, I think maybe it's time to stop. Been a good life. Have to run. Okay, thanks, Steve. Thanks for coming by. My MG has a heater turned on and nothing. Yeah, mine shows red on the truck, but you put it over there. There's nothing there. Um, yeah, it's weird, man. It's trying to do a balancing act, and even in the Nissan, it's a problem. And she even brought it up to the guys, and they told her some way. But that's basically it. You got to get the inside temperature and outside temperature close to the same. Had a couple of cold mornings, and our strip heat would have been nice for a little while. I've got it in my Ford. I don't know on the Nissan. I think the Nissan has heat too. I have to check. Really? Is it? That's a place where I would want to go. Then that's where I would want to go, Bobby. That's my. I like the cold weather. That's a good one to sub to. Good one, Brent. Good job. Alex is a good man also, and his and I think his significant other, was it 2 years or 1 year? I think 1 year. Is it 1 year or two? If he's still here, he's a busy guy too. But Miley, his gal, it was nice. Every time that I go there, I'd like to rap with Alex, and like we were talking with Cabo earlier, with Cabo too. And it just, there isn't enough time when you're there. We were 40 people showed up for that meetup, which was cool. And trying to get around to talk to everybody was very hard to do. Was thinking about you talking about having heat in the car, Thailand. I didn't think it could. No cold. Nothing, nothing cold about it. Thrin out here in Isan, over where Chuck's at, Tatpanome, even a little colder. We're just getting out of it right now and coming into the heat. So I'm going to say November, December, January, February. Uh, I had to when we went to if Maui's still here. I don't remember. Hey, good night, Jay. Thanks for coming in. Hope to see you again. Have a good night. Uh, we took a ride on the bikes to Kochang and then over to Pattaya for Thanksgiving. So that would have been November. Um, I had to actually, for the first time in 5 years, I put on a hoodie, and it felt really good, man. It was like, it's a little chilly. 'Cause I'm a SoCal guy, man. I've rode my panhead at 3 o'clock in the morning through the San Fernando Valley, and it was 93 degrees. So we get those Santa Anas and stuff coming through. So t-shirt weather was a nice thing. Here are the biggest things: the humidity. If you're not privy to 75, 85% humidity, you're in for a surprise. Do I think it's worth it? Yeah, it's a no-brainer for me. Alex hangover video he dropped was a epic tale of how we often spend our days. Is that what it was? Brucer from Portland. Okay. Hoodies for life. Yeah, I got one. One my wife bought me. I actually sat underneath the seat of the Forza for 4 years, and I took it out and put it on that morning. We took off at 5, and I think it was 12. What is 12? What's 12 Celsius? Anybody know? But you can get some. That's my favorite time of year. October, November, end of October, November, December, January, and February. March, it starts to push up. I think April's pretty much the hottest month, I think. Somebody can correct me on that too if I'm wrong. But yeah, yeah. Okay, for a quick, I'm just going to do a quick live stream because I don't feel good. It's been an hour and 46 minutes. But you guys are awesome. Um, but yeah, I don't think, like I said, the biggest thing, I'll do this before I sign off. The biggest thing I think about coming here is finding a place to come, at least come for, the reason I say 3 to 6 months is that's when you're going to get the best breaks on your rental. Okay, not that that's a big deal. If you don't want to see the ocean and you don't mind, maybe an older place or whatever, you know, it's going to cost you 200 a month. So it's not like it's a large sum, but I would find a place that you want to just kind of home base out of, and during that 3 to 6 months, travel like hell. Get in there, settle in, check it out, meet some people, make some friends, and travel. If you're there, go to Krabi, go to Phuket. Come out, check out Isan, check out all these places, and then by the end of the 3 months, let's say you just want to do a short time deal. At the end of the 3 months, you're going, okay, I want my base next to Utapao in the John Tiem area, and I'm off and running. Find a long term place, make a deal. These people will make great deals on stuff even now after the pandemic and all that crap. You can go out as long as you're willing to push it out. You might say, "Nah, this is where I want my home base for a year." All right, and then sign something for a year. But if you're saying this is where I want to stay, then you can go longer. You'll get a better price. The price isn't much. I would say just go for the shorter. That's just me. Car outside. Yeah, I bet you're probably still cold. Yeah, hopefully we'll make it over here. I don't know how old you are. How old are you, Bruce? Um, Andy, there's 2 nights around 250. What's 2 nights? What did I miss? I'm back. Checked in. Oh, checked into your 250 for, so 125 a night. Where are you at now? You're still in Malaysia, right? I think you could use a short time deal. 44. You're a youngster too. Now I don't know your situation. Logan and Jamie. I think he's in the service, and he'll be retiring. I think he'll only be 46 or something like that when he retires in 2.5 years. He's about your age, I'm gathering. They are, I should say, good people. They're not here today, but you get some influx from them. But I think they're your age. The biggest thing about coming to Thailand, if you're looking out and you're looking past 50, 50 is that magic number to go ahead and lock up a retirement visa and not have to worry about, you know, trying to circumvent it somehow, which there's always a way. But 50 is that magic number. Just got here. You didn't miss anything. How you doing, traveler? Okay, cool. Very nice things. Okay. And then you're going to be home in a couple of days. All right. And Andy's a good man. I've been wanting to meet up with Andy for 4 years now or something like that. And we finally got to meet each other, and it was awesome. Get a drink of some water. All right, travelers here. Okay, just as we're getting ready to sign out, I'm probably not today. I feel like crap, but then I'll probably have the wife and kids. Maybe next week sometime. You guys want to get together? Is Bobby still here, or did he take off? Maybe go to lunch because I wanted to talk to Bobby about the T-shirt thing. I wanted to always go there. My girlfriend wants to go to Thailand, so at the end of April, I'm going there to Bangkok. Travel around for 2 months. Oh wow! Yeah, keep in touch and let me know. I'm not a big Bangkok guy. Just if I wanted to hang out in downtown LA, I'd cruise down there and hang out and have. But too many people for me. I'm one of those weirdos that like it, and I like the water. Not that you can't get the water there. Right around the bend in John Tiem, somewhere between John Tiem and Rayon. I said that would be probably where I would be if I was still single, or if my wife would be willing to move, but she works and she's not. But you'll have a blast, man. A lot of nice places here. I would definitely keep the ones I said. Phuket, you could spend a week or more there traveling around Huawei, and a lot of nice places in Phuket. A little more on the pricey side, but not horrible. Um, Krabi would be another one. Um, yeah, there's a lot of nice places here. Cool. That's awesome. Uh, let you know. I'll let you know and just be there for 4 days. Yeah, that's perfect. And I'm not saying it's not a place to see. It's for sure a place to see, and you might like it. And the transportation and the way that the trains and stuff are, the trams or whatever you call them, their system there is pretty nice. You can go pretty much anywhere there. Yes, for sure. And come on a live stream if you have the time when you're getting close, and people can weigh in on where they think is the best place. But those two, definitely, I really liked Krabby, and it looks like it's back full force. It got devastated during the uh, during the pandemic, but Phuket, I like I like Phuket, and up there's a lot of places. So, like I said, get a if you jump in on a couple of them, write down some names and start checking them out on Google and stuff like that. There's a lot of going out of Phuket, got the PP Islands and a lot of islands and stuff to see. Um, Koh Chang, a lot of places. You'll get a bunch of good input, I'm sure. Else might give a little advice. Yeah, yeah. If you don't get it right now, come back and drop in again for sure. Anytime that you want. Sounds good. Thank you. Cool. That's I like to see people coming in and getting some info. It's awesome. I sent you my input on Facebook. Let me know if you. No, I don't think I'll need any money, but if I'll check on Facebook, Joe, and make sure, and I'll go in and write down. Find my book. It's in there. My wife had to send me a picture of the page and go through the T-shirts again and do all that before I forget what the hell I even gave to Jake to take back. But I don't think I didn't give him one for you. But I know that I think I gave it to him for Ralph and Rob, and two shirts going to Logan, and I think that was it. Four shirts. I think that's true. Yeah, they're just Joe's favorite. There's so many islands that are just one more beautiful than the next, man. It's like amazing here. We just sit out there and you're going, am I really? Let me clean these old glasses off. I'm not seeing everything perfectly, but it's nice. All right, it's been an hour and 54 minutes, so we're going to creep up on 2 hours. You guys are awesome. If there are people out there that aren't subscribed, I'd appreciate it. Doesn't cost you anything. The only thing it costs is if you want to become a member, and no one is obligated to become a member. So it's always free. I don't think that subscribe word that YouTube uses, subscription. Well, when you think of subscription, it's how much does it cost me? But it doesn't cost anything. It's free. But it took me a while to figure that out. Uh, Andy's off. All right, Andy. Um, I'm 30 minutes. Oh, are you really? Well, and I don't think I could get him another one. He's in Pushiwallipi. But you know what? I don't know. He's leaving. Who knows when Jake's leaving? Maybe I will. What size shirt did you get, Joe? Let me go to my picture that I got from my wife. And let's see, wine. Let's see. There it is. I've got you as, what do I have Joe as? And I'm trying to think if I sent him. Ralph's was an extra large. I think I want to say that. And Joe's, I got you down as a 2XL. So the only thing, yeah, I'll have to figure it out. I'll look at it, Joe. Yeah, 2X, here you are. That's what I have. Yeah, now Joe's in Florida. Florida. Anyway, if you guys aren't and haven't watched the show much, both my intro and my outro on these live streams was done by Richard of Richard Travels. Hopefully, he'll be coming back to YouTube someday, and hopefully everything's going good for you, brother. Thank you for doing that for me. I really appreciate it. And I will go over and click. I have the outro there, but I'm going to go for another couple minutes. We'll let it roll over to 2 hours. I wanted to, in case people haven't seen the shirt, this is on the dummy that they sent me after they got done with them. But this is the front and the back of the GottoLoveThailand shirt. And like I said, the people that have been regulars here for since we started, I've been giving those out free. After I go through these, my wife, who takes all the money that she gets from AdSense or whatever and puts it back into Thailand, usually to children at the schools we go to. She will. I'm going to get her. I'm going to buy her like 2 or 3 shirts of every size, maybe some coffee cups and some other things. And if you guys really want them, they're going to be cheap, way cheaper than anybody selling them. My wife just wants to be able to take that much and put it into her stuff for the Thailand kids. And so it'll be a lot cheaper because I think most of the people are selling their shirts for, way more. They're probably going to be like 400 baht or something. So I'll let you know. I'm going to let her do it. It's going to be her gig. She gets a big kick out of giving back to Thailand. So do I, as a matter of fact. So let me go up and see. Did I miss anything in the? I'm sorry, Joe. Yeah, you're right around the corner, Ron. All right, Jake's leaving the 9th. If I can work something out and get, I might be able to send something to Jake and or send it to yes, send it to Jake's, mail it to him. I've got enough time. Mail it to him and have him take yours, Joe. I might be able to do that. I might be able to. Have you met up with him or no? I don't know if you have or not. But okay, all right. I'm gonna go over here. We're creeping up on 2 hours. I'll maybe see. Love the shirts. Fits great. Cool. I'm glad it does, Ron. I like them too. They're good. I might have a couple of polo shirts made, and I think I'm gonna get. I need a. I mean, this coffee cup sucks. I need a new coffee cup, so maybe I'll get some coffee cups made. All right, we'll try to figure out something, Joe. All right, let me go over here. I did my spiel on Richard Richard Travels. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you very much for watching, and everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And I will look into the camera, and I will catch you on the next one.